After World War II, Democrats began to embrace desegregation and civil rights, setting up political conflicts to come. White Southern Democrats were infuriated by the party's inclusion of civil rights in its platform for the 1948 election. Many of them stormed out of that year's party convention, then defected to form the States' Rights Democratic Party, also known as the Dixiecrats. They nominated former South Carolina Governor Strom Thurmond as their candidate, and actually managed to carry 4 states in the Deep South. The Dixiecrats ultimately failed to stop Truman from winning the White House, but this is still important to note because
I'm sure that's when Republican strategists started kind of thinking, should we try to pick up some of those disaffected voters?
The same tensions over civil rights that occurred under the Democrats in '48 began to fracture the Republicans some 16 years later. That's because the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which would outlaw discrimination of Americans based on, for example, race and ethnicity, became a divisive issue during that year's contentious GOP presidential primary. Conservatives in the party lined up behind Arizona Senator Barry Goldwater, who became the party's nominee.
Goldwater is going to make a huge push through the South, called Operation Dixie. Strom Thurmond of South Carolina is going to flip. He's the first one to switch his party ID, goes on the stump, right for Goldwater. He's going to win the Deep South states.
Goldwater was eventually defeated by LBJ, but this loss was a pivotal moment for realigning the Republican Party towards the largely white conservative movement and the South.